Hey there! Welcome to the U150 tutorial all about reading academic books. But instead of talking about textbooks, in this video, I'll be focusing on the sometimes neglected topic of how to read academic literature. You might ask, what's the difference? Academic literature is the term used to categorize written works, such as novels, novellas, short stories, plays, and poems. You are already familiar with these types of works from high school, and will encounter them again in your university career. Students at King's are required to take 2 English courses at the beginning of their degree. The goal of these courses is to improve your reading comprehension and academic writing skills. These classes might resemble your high school English or language arts classes, with plenty of reading and critical analysis of written works. This presents a challenge for many university students. Reading isn't everyone's strength. And for a lot of us who aren't English majors, it is tempting to set these courses at the bottom of our priority list. But before you write off academic literature as irrelevant to your chosen major, it's important to understand that reading and writing are central to your success in nearly every other area of academia. King's English 214 and 15 courses are designed to help you develop these skills and apply them towards your major. So, if your English prof is really enthusiastic about that 20th century novel with all that confusing rhetoric, or that 19th century poem with a lot of culture references we no longer use, and you're feeling a little lost, here are 5 tips to help you get the most out of your reading. It's time to voyage beyond the spoiler alerts. Sorry if that kind of ruins it for you, but you didn't pick this book anyway. Knowing the outcomes and themes ahead of time is like having a roadmap to the text, and you'll be able to picture the destination before you even finish the first chapter. Read up on the text summary, themes, and historical context on sites like Wikipedia, YouTube, and SparkNotes. This information will shape your perspective while you're reading, and you'll be able to make better connections between small details and the overall message. Don't neglect this step. All the elements of the text should lend themselves to the theme, and a clear understanding of theme means better insight to the author's purpose and the intended impact of their work. And remember, asking your professor, your classmates, or Google what the theme is isn't cheating. There is a reason your professor is asking you to read a literary text. If they don't tell you, make sure you ask. For example, are you reading Coleridge's The Rime of the Ancient Mariner to understand the impact of symbolism, or to analyze poetic structure and form? Or maybe both? You'll be able to make much better notes and annotations if you know the goal for your reading. And that leads me to my next point. This is especially relevant for longer works. Read a chapter or section, make a short summary of what you read, then read or skim it over again, paying attention to ideas, impressions, and the presence of symbols. When studying academic literature, you can assume that the author is not writing at random. Every detail has a reason for being there. If a detail sticks out to you and you think it contributes to the theme, note it and make a short case for it before reading on. More often than not, reading academic literature in university leads to writing some kind of critical analysis, whether it's a paper, an outline, or a presentation. Try to find out the type of assignment you'll be writing and whether there is a topic or template that you must follow. For example, if you knew ahead of time that the essay topic assigned for Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven is to discuss the impact of light, dark, and color imagery depicted in the poem in a 6-page paper, your focus in reading and note-taking would be to highlight those words as they appear in the text, such as purple curtain and that shadow that lies floating on the floor, rather than writing a bunch of notes and annotations about poetic form and Poe's choice of trochaic octameter. Now, that wouldn't be a waste of time in itself, but because it doesn't match the assignment, you'll have to go back in your reading and spend more time on your annotations than you really need to. To save time, know your assignment before you start reading. If you follow these guidelines for reading academic literature, you might become about as enthusiastic about it as your English professor. But if you're still having trouble, talk to your professor or visit the Center for Teaching and Learning. There are plenty more resources for improving your reading. It's just a matter of getting the help you need to succeed. This video is brought to you by the King's University Center for Teaching and Learning, here to help you succeed in university. See you next time!